day 92, I had to like pivot my phone where the light is coming in from the outside, because initially I had the top lights on and I looked so orange, and I was like, it's like the color was so orange, and I'm like, even with the filter it was just like not looking good. So now I've got natural light, I look a little bit more normal color than orange. Okay, so this is day 92. Still going strong. Still going strong in this 365 live. I'm trying to figure out what I want to talk about today. It's like thanks, stars. Well, I know one thing for sure that I've realized the past few days. So it's this kind of cycle I have. And I don't know why I have this cycle. I don't know if this cycle is going to be something for the rest of my life. I don't know if this cycle is going to be ending soon. But it started as officially like as far back as I can think, 2010. And it's every 2 years there is major life changes in my life. So it's like something drastically happens, and then there's 2 years where everything's mellow, nothing too exciting, nothing too entertaining, and then boom, something drastic happens again. And sometimes it's like some of the events in the past 12 years have been a little bit foreseeable, and other events within that weren't so foreseeable. And then this year is the 2-year mark where there should be massive shifts, and I don't know what's gonna happen. So let's go back. 2010, I traveled to Australia and I did a working holiday visa for 3 months. It was also a time where I was trying to figure out a career, what I wanted to do in university. I was kind of bouncing around from subject to subject. So it was like a really like second half of the year, pretty intense between traveling and then coming back home, trying to figure out my life. That was 2010. 2012, I went traveling to Europe, and that was amazing. And I backpacked Europe for 2 months. And then when I came back a couple months later was when I met my previous partner, in which I was in a long-term relationship with. So major shift there. 2014, I went on another trip for 3 months, and this is also around the time I graduated university. And when I came back from that trip, I was trying to find an office job, was struggling with it. I ended up picking up a serving position at a bar restaurant. And then that year as well, I got fired, and that was the first time I've ever gotten fired from any establishment. And I don't want to say obviously, but it was unjustly the way it was done. But I didn't want to fight it, because I didn't want to. If I fought it, then I knew I would have had to go back to working there, and I just didn't want to be in that environment after what had happened. So that was 2014. 2016 was basically when me and my old partner broke up. So that was like around September 2016. And then also when I had my first ever coaching session, and which started my journey on self-discovery, self-love, inner work, goals, vision, all the coaching stuff. Then 2018, I traveled across Canada, quit my 9-to-5, traveled across Canada, moved out to Whistler. 2020, pandemic shit show, But other than that, I actually moved to Tofino. And 2020 was when I dove deep and started my spiritual journey full blown. And here we are at 2022. I have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen, but it's exciting. It is major shifts, but usually those major shifts are positive shifts. They are shifts that, like positive, happy, good times. Like it's like a lot of it, like, and then obviously some like rocky sections too. Obviously going through a breakup, that was a little bit rocky for sure, very rocky. And so, but on the most part, it's like really good shifts that is like for my highest good, like major shifts. And it seems to always be around the topics of like traveling, moving, and love so far that we've seen. So yeah, so here we are in 2022. Usually the major shifts most of the time have been happening after April, May, which makes sense because that's the start of eclipse season. It's the start of all the retrogrades. And so this is the moment between now up till eclipse season that ends in November. This is where you are going to be seeing, where you can be collapsing time and making quantum leaps and like, you know, doing things that you wouldn't think were possible and that wouldn't make sense otherwise. And in the past, that's how it's has happened with me, even though a lot of the things that I've done in the past were a little bit more planned. This time, there is no plan. So, all I know right now is that I'm in this beautiful home until May 21st, and that I'm continuously running my business here. And so we shall see what happens. And I'm excited that you guys are here for this journey of mine, because you're in the midst of it. You've been watching me since the beginning when I started this, when I lost my housing. On February 1st was when I started. So you've come through with me in this entire journey, and it's going to continue because I don't know where it's going, and I'm embracing the unknown. And yeah, it's really interesting, this cycle I've noticed it recently. So curiouser, and that is day 92. I want to share that with you. So you'll see what happens because I'll be sharing it on here. And I will see you tomorrow for day 93.